Welcome everybody. We are seeing the next tournament game. This will be Broccoliebe versus Reilled. Seeing Pacific Islands band, Lowlands band, pick of Mediterranean, African clearing. See the random map. Scandinavia, okay. Can get interesting. That's 1600 ELO players. Okay, let's see the Civ draft they're doing. Ready for that yet? Okay, they probably need some time to prepare. Going to see another epic set. Be a slight wait here, as always. I kind of like the map choices. Seen African clearing before today. Excellent funny map. Nomad start. We are seeing Mediterranean, which is a hybrid map where water is important but not life ending. Saw a game where it was won on land yesterday. And the admin pick is Scandinavia. That's a bit of a mess of a map. Can go water, have to go water. There's food there, but not insanely much food. It's a hard map to play. Water in Scandinavia is kind of more denying it from your opponents more than getting that much resources from it yourself. Should be go stream. Yeah, everything's up and running. Broccoliebe. It's one of the friends of Den. Okay, we see the first ban here for Reilled Byzantines. See what Brocco. Okay, Malay. Yeah, that can be good to ban on Scandinavia and also Mediterranean. Let's go. Second ban of Broccoli. Italians. Yeah. Also a really good water civ. So Byzantines lose on Mediterranean yesterday. Kind of a mess of a game. Oh, okay. Ban of Mongol. Yeah, Mongols in Scandinavia is a bit OP. Okay. Spanish, probably going for that on African clearing. Broccoli plans to. Chinese, okay. The most versatile civ in the game. You get that advantage in the start, but not one of my personal favorites. Hi. Okay, let's go. Broccoli chooses his second civ. Portuguese. Civ. Excellent on water. That very bonus. Yep. Not gonna lie, I like that choice. Saracens, okay. Get Dravidians as an autodraft. Japanese. Incas. Magyars. Oh, Broccoli was lucky. Chinese, Portuguese, Incas, Magyars, and Armenian. Every single civ is good for these maps. Well, we have Reilled with Spanish, Saracens, Dravidians, Japanese, Lithuanians. Both Armenians and Magyars, it's kind of OP, not gonna lie. Although Lithuanians is a beautiful civ. Especially you can use it on African clearing due to them getting extra resources. Saracen's market abuse is beautiful. See if we are big caves yet. No. A little patience for them to get the lobby up. Too far away. Okay, here we go. Already have the lobby going. Love this. Efficient players. Germans. They fix this. Okay, let's go to capture each then. Okay. Go. Seeing Portuguese for broccoli and Japanese for railed. Okay. And choices for both, to be honest. Gonna lie, kind of like the Civ better for broccoli. But isn't berry bushes here, so maybe not the best option. Still more than good. I think everyone will be happy. Hey, here. Chopstick, this is live. We are seeing broccoli here with the Portuguese and railed here with the Japanese. Standard colors. It's wallable. It's always wallable on this map. It's a bit more open for broccoli, maybe. You have 3 boars. Such a good map to play, to be honest. To see if they go on water. Let's speed it slightly up until we catch up with the players. Broccoli with the Portuguese against the Japanese. I like rail. You have to use one of the random civs, so why not use Japanese here? Jaywalking villager. Probably waiting for wood count or something. Still a bit strange, to be totally honest with you guys. Not expecting any of these guys to bad, and rail is having idle time already. Again, if you send off a villager that early, problem. Broccoli is building a house and then probably going to dock as soon as you have the wood for it. Yep, going rather hard. Wood here. Broccoli can get the dock out rather rapidly. I think it's possible to sail over here, so I don't think he will get a fishing ship stuck, but still it's a risk to take. Still not seeing the dock for railed, even though everything is cheaper for the Japanese. Is he forgetting his bonuses, maybe?
Hi, Yoga.
Welcome, Manrat. We are casting Broccoli
I won't stop for long. I just
live
had
here.
a couple questions, if you don't mind. Who's playing right now?
It's Broccoliebe versus Reilled.
Ooh. I gotta see that. Who's streaming? Lynx or Paul?
I'm streaming.
Oh, you're streaming. Beautiful. How come you're not in the streaming chat with the rest of the people who are streaming?
Because we have some co-casters that is not haven't got streamer status yet.
Ooh, right. Fun.
Alex, feel free to jump into voice chat if you have the time to help co-cast.
Yes, like I told you, I'm just here to drop by. Last question. I've played my first set. Is there like a next round, or can I already play my set with next person in my group?
You can arrange to play with the next person in your group. No problem.
Thank you very much.
That's totally up to you.
All right.
The only limit is that the 4 first games must be played during the first 3 weeks. After that, there is a catch-up week, and then we go over to the elimination stage.
Ooh,
Okay, we are
those are
seeing Reilled
playoffs,
running
right? And you
straight
only
into
get one
the
chance.
TC here. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is
Okay.
1500 ELO players, and the scout was lost like I usually do. Did at 700 ELO.
Yes, I know. I am prone to doing that as well. That is a much bigger mistake at this level than when you and I do it.
It's actually coming up in-game chat. Oh dear.
Yes, yes. That is a rather
Oh.
sizable blunder. I will get out of your hair now, Jorgen. Good luck casting. It seems
Thank
like
you
an
very
awesome game.
much. Yeah. Again, the Den Battle Royale tournament is ongoing. We have a tournament that will be lasting for the next 1.5 months. We are doing the group play now, which is lasting for about 3 more weeks, including the catch-up week. This is excellent. Okay, Broccoli was so lucky with that scout. Not gonna lie. I think Reilled is a bit tilted here. Both of them going up rather late. So I think Broccoli has more fishing ships out. 3 of them. Well, both of them have the same amount of fishing ships. It's just Reilled catching up. He's slightly later on water. Enjoy your workday, Lixt. Hopefully. Again, Lixt is one of the backers of the tournament. He's one of the admins that made this happen. He's from Chile, so the time difference is quite a bit. Here in Norway it's evening. With Chile it's midday, I guess, ish. No, Emma, it was actually planned, but and also feel free to jump into voice if you want to. We are seeing Broccoli versus Reilled, so just wanted to do as much live as possible. Broccoliebe has had an amazing start. The scout of Reilled ran straight into the TC, then just stopped. It's exactly how I scouted when I was 700 ELO. It even got mentioned in in-game chat, so I don't think Reilled was too happy with that. Honest. Thank you, Emma. Okay, let's go. The fishing ships, are they idling? Broccoli, what are you up to, man? No, 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 no. You had advantage here. Don't fuck it up, sir. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, Lixt, I finally found the sound effect you're going to get. Will be the alright, alright, alright when you join stream. Okay. Broccoli, not holding all that much, to be honest. Is okay. Might actually be slightly late to castle. Why? Didn't have enough wood, maybe? Rail is lacking gold and needs the market and the blacksmith as well. Oh, again, fishing is so efficient. Oh, finally Broccoli found out that he had an issue. Okay, but 2 docks, rather well done, to be honest, from Broccoli. Going for shore fish is horrible, so Rail probably haven't taken the time to scout. Let's check. Okay. Yeah, I finally were able to change the sieves. Let's see. Oh, I can't see them. Gee. Oh, he'll fix it later. No problem. Broccoli is doing kind of okay here. Yeah, again, it's very, very strange generation. Usually it's not like this. Usually you are on top and on bottom. So I think both of them are going to have a hard time. Although, to be honest with you, Lixt, It's easier to wall rail space than Broccoli. He's so open here on the sides in the back. And I don't think Broccoli will be doing much walling, to be honest. Okay. I was totally wrong. And Emma will be so happy. Look at this. It's stone walls. We are seeing constellation Broccoli. Although very similar to rails. Tiny, whiny little bit of an eco lead for Broccoli. Both of them are playing slightly passive. Not much army out for any of them. Seeing any dock shenanigans yet. It's very it's quite normal to see someone do a sneak dock on this map. Killing the enemy's fish can be really important, especially early castle age. Okay, we are seeing a full boom here from Broccoliebe, our German friend. I don't mind any of the TCs. Being on gold is good. Although maybe putting this closer to protecting other resources. Yes, it's more trebable, but having it here with the stone might protect your eco. Okay, Reilled is booming as well. Second TC is on the way up. See the third TC from him yet, though. Oh. It's quite a bit of the map to wall, to be honest. Okay, yep. Rail has done it. He is actually proper walled. I hope one of them have a sneak well, but like yet. If there was a sneak well, it's been eaten by someone. Can't see an enemy dock at all. Nope. And we even have okay, Railed have a sneak German. Don't totally know what he's going to do to change the game, but
Hey Jörgen, hi.
thank you for noticing. Hello, welcome to the stream, Emma. Emma Stonewalls, the famous moderator, is joining us for a co-cast here. If I need to adjust the volume, please let me know in chat, everyone.
I muted the stream so I cannot confirm it.
At least chat needs to be not so lazy that they can't even tell me if you're low or high. I reinstalled the audio mixer. I'm trying to get the sound effects to run for everyone when they join chat, so hopefully with a little help from Devon it will be figured out later today.
That's good. Broccoli is by the way up 3 TCs. I love the stone wool, but he has only 9 on food, so he's not going to be able to sustain villager production. Unlike Reilled, I don't know how to say his name.
I'll say Reilled, so...
Okay. He's delaying his third TC, but he has enough on food to sustain production, so I think the eco lead slowly will be up for the Japanese player.
Yep. Broccoli had a slight lead coming in, so maybe he's not too worried, to be honest. And also he's getting more fishing ships out, so I don't think it's horrible at all for Broccoli here. And also we see some navy from him, which well, losing the food right now would be a bit of an issue, to be honest. I don't quite like Broccoli's build, although late game all the gunpowder units are stronger than the Japanese.
True. I think Japanese can go CA though, because their archer bonus I think comes towards gunpowder units as well. Only skirmishers are the only one with archer unit type, archer armor unit type that are not taking extra damage. It's in the last hotfix or quick patch.
Okay, Again, Rail did after all choose one of the saves he got in the auto draft, and I don't think Japanese is bad on this map.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
just
not.
that I'm not really feeling it like it is a super choice either.
It depends. If he goes more heavily in the fishing ships, then it is, because the Japanese fishing ship not only get tanky from the start, but they also work faster each age. So if he would make free steps and just have like 15 or 20 fishing ships, he could easily outboom the enemy.
Respo, we will calm down the bots severely as soon as possible. Again, I got a lot of new features going last night. So hopefully sooner or later this will actually work. For instance, you can do the taunts from Age of Empires now. You can hear them, that's a very different question. Okay, let's see. They are, after all, doing a decent job of booming up, but the number of engagements are 0. Although Broccoli could, in this second, buy himself up to Imp. While Reilled is quite far behind Eco. And look at that, when Broccoli finally got his TCs producing, he's doing an excellent job of queuing up.
Yeah, now he has enough farm to sustain production, and also he moved into 4TC spamming. I think the fishing ships helped as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if Broccoli would drop one, how's it called? The one fight area as he's playing as the Portuguese to slowly trickle off resources. I don't think he wants to end the game in early Imperial Age, so putting in that more would be a bigger strain on the eco, and also it works slower than equal number of villagers that it takes up in population space.
Broccoli is finally on the way up, so this is looking excellent for him, to be honest. Emma, I'll screen share with you so that we are on the same page.
Okay, sure. Thank you. In game 2, I will also launch the game and queue up, so you can stop sharing by that time. Figure it's better. We can cover more ground with two screens than with just one.
It's perfect.
I like that the stone walls are being romantic between Broccoliebe and Reilled.
Yeah, and also there's a huge neutral area here.
They are just building outposts near each other. The two villagers
Although
are just
we are
in a
seeing
no-man's
Rail
zone.
being more aggressive here, though.
Yeah. Well, it is
But
one way to take up
the
control.
problem here is that there's actually enough neutral gold to make a difference. So Broccoli will have to do some tutorials to make up for it if he can't push out.
Or he has to be the aggressor in the scenario.
Yeah, but he's not making much of an army, so...
He seems to have queued up a few organ guns, so maybe that is his game plan is just use gunpowder and go forward, not to Siege Workshop. I guess it will be. I wouldn't be surprised if the first thing he queues up as a research in Imperial Age would be chemistry.
I would love to see Broccoli do a few archery ranges and hand cannons. The Japanese infantry is so strong that you really need ranged units.
I think Japanese are versatile in many ways. They can also tech into cavalry. Granted, on this map, mobility doesn't really play a huge part.
The problem here is it's so many choke points. That's why I'm thinking hand cannons is a good choice.
Yeah, and Broccoli already researching chemistry.
And conscription. No, actually, it's.
Yeah, it is conscription.
Yeah. Well, this will get everything up and running. No, but you don't see the game like this, Respo. Usually, you have one in the bottom, one TC, and the second in the top, and you can go for both waters. This generation is not the normal one.
Could be.
But again, this is the people at Microsoft that makes the game. Every single game time they update the map pack, they do some shenanigans. Yeah, maybe like they actually changed this because I've seen some changes on Arabia. I've seen some changes here, and also we are not getting that bad Crater Lake anymore. Now the island with the extra gold is usually placed so that boat at least are out of trap range from land. So it's a
I'm
bit different.
sad about that one.
You're
I
sad
must
about that
pick
one,
that
yeah.
map. Now, I had such a great strategy, theory crafted that I wanted to test, but now with the new generation, it's gone.
Yeah, true. Oh, that was expensive. Broccoli deleted his market to get out. Okay.
Based on his wood count, I think he will manage. He is queuing a bombard cannon. My only problem is, or question is that he doesn't have a really meat shield unit. He's using the organ guns as meat shield, few monks, and then the BBC behind. And Reilled is just stacking into everything. He's getting range upgrades, so maybe he's planning on Arbalester or Cavalry Archer, I'm not sure. Or just defensive castles, but that's not going to help you because the bombard cannon outrages the castle fire.
Also,
Unless you are Teutons.
yeah, Broccoli also has the advantage here that you have more accuracy with the unique tech of the Portuguese.
Arbogast, yes.
Yep.
It's affecting gunpowder units.
Siege Engineer just came in for Broccoli. Now he has even more of an advantage when it comes to the range of his siege unit.
Reilled is making Arbalest upgrade for the single crossbow that is on the field for him. Which is 1/4 of his army, to be correct.
Look at the difference in villager numbers and army. Is Reilled actually getting railed here?
And also, on the edge of the screen, I see that Broccoli made at least one fight already. Near the water. Okay,
Beautiful.
then that is two.
Two.
Yeah. Early on it is a hindrance, but since he has mob control and Reilled cannot really contest it, I don't think it's going to hurt him. The problem is that the Japanese player cannot respond because he doesn't have any units. Like 2 pikemen and 4 arborists are not going to counter this.
I know the Japanese get perfectly upgraded trebs with super accuracy, but
no, the
this is
accuracy
super
for
expensive.
English Kataparuto is just faster, I believe. I might be wrong, but I don't think it is faster. It is just faster firing and unpacking.
Okay.
I think Huns have 15% accuracy increase, and by default, and Britons with the Wolf technologies, but I might be wrong. I don't know my trebuchet
again, there is so many balance changes, so I'm not going to insist on anything anymore. I just know that the Japanese has a good bonus for their trebs. Also, Japanese towers are super strong.
Yeah, with the Yatham upgrade as well. But they will get outranged by gunpowder, so...
The amount of
Riot...
micro Broccoli needs to do now to keep those BBCs alive is kind of impressive.
Also, the problem with resources is starting to kick in for Riot. He only has 250 stone, that is enough for 2 towers at best.
Yep.
And I'm not sure how many resources he has. If in the middle he is not taking the gold, sooner or later he will lose the ability because this is an army that he cannot contest
again,
right now.
the window he got by double walling is kind of gone, to be honest. And his Broccoli is already in. Broccoli is doing a full gunpowder push.
Hard to stop.
Half-hearted, okay. I politely disagree. That's enough organ guns to really annoying.
I mean, currently the thing what Ryan is doing right is he's using the trebuchet as immobile artillery just to snipe the bombard cannons, but the problem is he doesn't have the number advantage and they are getting killed slowly. He is stacking into siege onagers, which
that negates the.
I don't hate it. but he doesn't have the number, nor can he split Broccolieb's attention enough to make it useful. And Broccoliebe already tech switching into Cavalier.
We got confirmation from chat that the only difference for the Japanese is the speed. It's not doing anything for accuracy. Okay, let's go. The manager is work, but the BBCs are okay. Now they're quite even, to be honest.
Actually,
Okay, but now I feel that Broccoli is kind of decimating Rail's army. 30 versus 13 is kind of OP from Broccoli here.
I think the gameplay from Ronald should be to get out as many monks as possible and just convert units. Like, they are the only thing that can currently outrage and are mobile enough to deal with the army.
Yep.
Broccoliebe is already at 200 population, by the way. So there's a solid 17 population need for him. Now numbers are a little bit dropping, but still.
Nice. Ay. Okay, I do like Broccoli's push here. Don't see Rail really getting back into the game, but he is building army. And if those onagers can clear the organ guns, it will get kind of dicey for Broccoli here. I'm glad to see the tech change.
Yeah, I don't think that Broccoliebe with 5k gold can get into the game if he loses his army somehow. That was sarcasm. Even if the army gets mobbed out, to be honest, he has resources. He doesn't even have to look back in his eco due to the fight area.
Jesus, that's a lot of siege onager.
Yeah, and they are not first. Like, if France would be Mongols with the faster moving siege, I think he would have a chance, but now he's just delaying the inevitable.
Now this hurts for Broccoli.
He can take fights, but look at the resources.
Yep.
Who do you think is in a much more healthier position?
Late game, I think the advantage is with Broccoli, strangely enough. Rail is actually overbooming.
Maybe he learned from you. But the good thing about being overboomed is that you can always just delete villagers. Yeah, and get back in. Granted, Broccoli is really good at losing his bomber towers, but he's also trying to focus down the forward castle from round. I understand why he's not using Samurai in this situation. Normally it is one of the few go-to units that can deal with everything due to the bonus damage.
Yep.
But I think it would be just moved down due to the massive amount of numbers.
The new organ guns.
And I'm not sure you can see it, but Broccoliebe's queue, he has 19 bombard cannon in the queue, so, and still have 2k gold left and 2k food as well. I think he's in an unlosable position due to the resources alone. Like, he would have to throw away army after army to lose his advantage now. And also Broccoliebe not tech switch into cavalry, be spamming them as well. The two Japanese spikes that are faster attacking will not be able to deal with these flood, to be honest.
Bronconium in chat is claiming there is no such thing as overbooming, but to be totally honest with you, there is an opening here, and Railed is getting railed.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
The play of words is horrible. Still, to be honest, I thought Railed actually was higher elo than Broccoli, but I can see that has changed since they signed up.
Now the problem, Railed realized that he has a lot of resources, but he's unable to spend it, so he's dropping military buildings behind. And he's also teching into everything. He's making barracks, he's making light cav, upgrading cavalry. But I think it is too late for switch right now.
Again,
You're also missing crucial upgrades, so he's dropping down a new blacksmith. Not sure if the original one was killed, but
Cavalier kind of sealed the deal.
He cannot tech into every single thing in the next 2 minutes. And the score difference, I think it was just scouting and water, but he disagreed with me.
Yeah, but Rail kind of understood a little late that needed to take into a lot of things. He was already open when he started that tactic, so I don't get it. The thing that really hurt Reilled here is that he sent one villager just walking back and forth, back and forth. He was going to build an early dock, but didn't have the wood for it. I don't know if there is something he miscalculated with the wood bonuses for the Japanese. It was so late on water. Yeah, again, of course it's scouting in water, but this time it actually was water. Not getting the fishing ships out for the Japanese is bad. They gather extra food. And there are no broccoli bushes on this map, so the broccoli did not get the advantage of the bonus Portuguese have, that you get wood and food from the berries.
Yeah. But the Portuguese is one of the few civilizations that seemingly have advantage in every single age due to the civ bonuses. For example, the faster researching technologies, or that the gunpowder units get bonuses due to technologies. Not to mention that every single army unit or military unit's gold cost is reduced by 20%. So even if they just lose the Dark Age bonus, they still have a flexible tech tree and civ bonuses that they are a solid civilization on every single map type, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
They are placing TCs extremely close together. I slightly like Reilled TC more due to being closer to more shellfish. Or Respawn is having 4 shellfish compared to Broccoliebe, who only has 3. But that is an absolutely minor nitpick. And they are already mentioning my favorite band. Good. I love it. I love
You're a
the
YouTube fan, I can see. Okay.
Just one song.
Although only 3 shorefish here is a bit of a not an issue, but it's not optimal.
Yeah, but compensating that there is a elephant near them and also 3 zebras, which I would personally push in if it were Chinese because they need the food, the villagers and food right away. I think they are a little bit shafted due to the 3 fish. I think if you would have 4 or 2 tiles nearby, you could justify. You would have way lower idle TC time.
But still, I don't think we will see much idle time of players at this level.
You will because Chinese start with 0 food.
Yes, but not too much. Not that loses the advantage they get with the 6 villagers.
True. I think they generally will lose 1 villager by the time they hit up or click up the feudal age.
We have
Maybe
been greeted in chat by Mr. Neo Anderson himself, the hero from yesterday.
The
player that went from 1000 elo to 1400-ish in 1.5 months. It's one of the Den casters as well. Fantastic player. Had a lot of fun casting his games yesterday.
Interesting. Reilled already taking count and abandoning the shorefish, while Broccoliebe is splitting his food eco between hunt and fish.
None of these civs get the hunt bonus, so I'm not totally sure what's optimal, but as far as I've understood the mechanics of the game, there's absolutely nothing that's faster than shorefish.
I guess, based on the conversation that we had with Neo, is that the fish is depleting shorter. Oh, and also Blue is now walking into the villagers of Red.
Yep.
This is not going to be a real fight that he can win with 3 villager. The only thing he can do is delay the food eco of Broccoliebe.
And
now he
know where the enemy is, so it's both a plus and a minus, to be honest. Yeah, Broccoli is laughing here.
I think they realize that they are close to each other.
Yep.
Broccoliebe is slowly building. I do TC time, but I don't think he will accumulate more.
Well, we have the legend in chat, so have a sound effect on me, Neo.
Oh, go do this, king in the castle.
Okay. It's standard-ish gameplay. I'm just a bit this close. Which of these civs have an advantage in feudal? No very clear advantage to any of them early. Castle Age is a bit different.
I think it depends on the game plan and when they click up. If the Chinese can click up the feudal age, then he can just go light cav or archers, and the enemy has no way to respond to them. They can't even drop a defensive tower.
Dumbo, could you please check if your taunts are working?
And Riot is trying to desperately prevent Broccoliebe to get in a long distance hunt, but I think he will fail.
Yep.
Broccoliebe is also attempting to not get blessed by Pride himself. And due to rushing down a house quickly with 3 villagers, he's avoiding it.
Yep.
I think if he
that
unqueues...
would... That hurts.
Actually, it is... No, for blue?
Yep.
I think it's good, actually. Because the trees, instead of regular 100, would they have 200?
Okay, yeah, that helps a lot.
Yeah, so if you build I think if he really wanted it, he could build later a second lumber camp near his TC, and he would be fine. It's not the end of the world.
Hunt from Broccoli here is beautiful. Doing the perfect TC killing off the...
Yeah, if he would unqueue the villagers, he could click up right now, but I think he's aiming for a fast castle instead. At this point, see,
like
he's
it.
moving 3 to go, so I think this is... I don't think this is an archer build. I think this is fast castle.
But Broccoli, getting some Chinese knights out, that's not a bad play either.
I wouldn't say it is the worst, but it depends if his scouts and is still nearby, because he could also go Chokunu, which, due to the repeating crossbow, I think would have a solid defensive chance against the Conquistadors. He doesn't have any save gold nearby his town center. He would have to venture out, but I think Knight could prevent that if he is scouting well. I don't think he's expecting Broccoliebe to be up this fast.
Okay, Broccoli has a real advantage when it comes to uptime at least.
Yep, thanks to the 2 extra villagers as well.
Yes, of course. Chinese bonus, yeah.
And he also managed to lure in 3 different rhinos.
That is excellent work from Broccoli so far. Although he can get boxed in here, not careful.
True, and another problem is that he is losing access to food sooner or later. Although he can always go farming, but I don't think on this map you are in a good position if you have to drop down farms before reaching Castle Age. There are so many points with so many free resources that you can take advantage of.
Immediately see Broccoli going for archers. And
I think it is a good play.
Double bit axe already. That's good.
Yeah, it seems that he is going spearman and archer to avoid getting killed by Lightcav or scouting or scouts in Castle. My apologies. Yeah, I think he's playing really well. I think he wanted to go fast castle or had a similar build, but realized that he doesn't have so soon, and he realized he was up way faster than enemy, so he would most likely want to push off the enemy from resources to have a safe play.
Can he?
He
can deny the wood line at least.
Right now, yes. The problem is that he cannot really defend.
No,
He's
not
already
really. The villagers can fight him.
With these numbers, yes, and I think Ronald is actually going fast castle. He already has 4 on stone. Broccoliebe didn't counter it. This is a point when you can get away with feudal army. Broccoliebe is now doubling down with 2 archer ranges and also building his blacksmith. So I think he wants to go feudal age, but I don't think he's in a position that he can prevent what's coming. The only thing he could do is find the stone miners and prevent Riot from getting enough resources to drop a castle. But he's
Although
already moving into another stone line, stone pile up in north.
I'm a bit worried seeing Rail go up to castle while Broccoli doesn't even have the food to think about it.
Yeah, but even if he receives damage, let's just say he loses 5 villagers, he still have the age advantage, and he can get enough resources for 3 conquistadors, and feudal archers are not going to be able to deal with them.
I'm worried for Broccoli. I might have
That's true.
explained it poorly. Rail will be able to do a castle drop really early. Okay, we see a lot of action here from the army from Broccoli, but it's only annoying. It's not game ending or changing.
Yeah, currently the army is separated from Broccoli. He cannot. He has to make sure that the archers are in one group, so he has a numbers advantage. So far,
Losing,
so far he loses 2 archers for minimal damage, or slight inconvenience, or villager idle time.
yeah, and
the
also
enemy.
he's lacking fletching. This is
Not
this is
for
not
long though.
Broccoli's game, that's for sure.
He find the gold miners at least, so now Ronald cannot really take gold. At least not at the place that he wanted to. But still, he had stone miners, and I think he's gearing up to drop a castle, a defensive castle, which I actually really hate. I don't think this is the play. That is not defending anything, just the wood.
Is he doing?
Throwing away his advantage. I think if he wanted to, he could have placed it on the hill where he had the house. Just delete the house next to the goal, place it down, and it basically GG.
But again, this lack of scouting, the lack of map control. He was probably thinking that Broccoli will be up a second
Actually,
after him.
he doesn't have a lack of scouting. If you go to Ran's point of view, he has scouted almost all the map, and he also has also sees some portion of Broccoli's map as well. Granted, he doesn't see the resources that Broccoli has, but based on what he has scouted and also seeing the score, he should have known that he's an advantage.
Okay,
He would have lost a few villagers.
now we see a decent number of archers from Broccoli.
Yeah.
And fletching is in.
I think even if he dropped the castle forward, he would have lost like 4 or 5 villagers. But since Spanish villager built faster the castle, it would have been worth it. Now he has to find value with the conquistador. He has mobility, but the enemy has the numbers.
But right now, it's hard to be Broccoli right now.
Well, he's not in a bad position because he has clicked up to castle edge. It will be coming up soon. What I don't like is that he is doubling down on archers instead of thinking about making skirmishers to counter the enemy units.
He has the food for some skirms, so
I
also
think
not doing the upgrade for armor for his archers. It's sad to see.
I'm not sure I like the stable play, but maybe he wants to get 2 knights on the field, or do Chinese have cav archers? I don't remember seeing
Yes,
it
they
because
have cav archers, but not beautiful.
yeah, but luckily that's not the play because I was thinking maybe he's going to get bloodlines and 2 or 3 archer ranges
The
and just
crossbow
go
is
cav
coming
archers,
in,
but
so the conch domination is ending quite soon now.
it's better. I mean,
the wood line. Ay.
I still think Kongs would have an advantage, but the problem is that Riot has no stables, so he doesn't have bloodlines, nor does he have any single upgrade on them, so it is just raw unupgraded units fighting against upgraded archers, fully upgraded attack-wise. He is not getting any defense upgrades because, as Liri has possibly said in circa 2020, you don't need armor if you're not going to get hit, and that is the game plan for Broccoli right now.
Well, Broccoli is keeping him out of his go. Kind of beautiful, to be honest.
And since since feudal age, Broccoli only built up 10-second idle TC time, while Rad is not really able to sustain TC product or villager production.
Just don't have the food.
Yeah, he was scared off from resources due to the feudal archers, but Rad is finding the value.
Actually, due to the strange bonus of Spanish, where you get gold when you research things, it would actually make sense to get the armor upgrades for the archers.
Yeah, but it's not really possible with 7 on food, sadly. He doesn't have a single eco upgrade.
Okay,
No
so
any
finally see
military
some
upgrade.
value from the conks here. But
Yeah,
monks...
and taking the monks. Monks cannot survive direct shot to the face by 3 conquistadors, but it's not a bad move to attack into monks, to be honest.
Also, there are relics within range for Broccoli here, so... The problem here is the mobility of the conquistadors, and now the conquistadors is splitting up in several groups.
What I like is that they are both expanding far away from the original base to secure a base far away from trouble. And I think based on the location, I prefer Ronald's TC because he's securing additional stone, additional golds, also safe wood line, which he doesn't really have once the sorting wood is going to disappear.
Kind of have the same for Broccoli and a lot of fish at the same time.
Yeah, he is lacking food right now, so I think that was the most important for him. But he is making sure to not take any food right now. With 1 food in the bank and only 1 villager gathering food right now, it's not looking good for him. The ideal TC time we're going to click up for wood because neither of them is able to support 1 TC, let alone 2.
Yep.
But Rad is finding the new TC location for Broccoli, but Broccoli notices instantly and garrison, so damage averted.
Although, no, single.
I think this could be anyone's game right now. I like what Rand is doing. He's trying to take any natural resources, or might be a misclick, but just to avoid the enemy getting any food.
Yeah, but Broccoli got out in time. This eco, that TC up there, will make sure that he can't get boxed in like he's kind of getting now.
Yeah. Now yeah, but this is what I wanted to say. That the problem is that now his base can be cut in half. I like the castle drop idea from it. I just would put it in more between the 2 bases.
This is
but it's not the best spot. And Broccoli has to run if he wants to will fight. He's not in a position to delay that castle for long. Granted, the archers are not going there, but
I think he can manage.
If he is not sending the conquistadors, then yes, and he is not sending the conquistadors. This might be a disaster piece.
Yeah, he reacted too late. Which
is
kind of hilarious.
But the good thing is that now he knows where the enemy's army, so he knows, okay, I can
he's
just go in and raid.
instead, yeah.
So
I
think
the wood line
it
will
is
get
worth it.
murdered.
Yeah, and if you see Ronald is just sending the villagers far away from everything to make sure that the archers
look at
lose
the
the
number of
mobility.
kills he's getting.
And also
Broccoli's not noticing.
Broccoli in the meantime stonewalling in the castle foundation to make sure that castle is not going to be built.
Noticed, but that is 7, 8, maybe 9 villagers.
Actually, so far Ronald has killed 20 villagers. And there could Broccoli's villager advantage.
The conks are such a powerful unit when you have the mobility advantage.
Yeah, I think Ronald made the perfect response when his villagers were attacked. He was unable to save any of them, but at least he made sure that the army was far away. And he also deleted the castle foundation, so Broccoliebe is now just wasting stone. on enclosing a space for new say new value.
Well, at least that castle didn't go up, but I
That's true.
think 10 villager advantage for Rail now.
Not for
No-
long. I think the archers are going to find some value. Broccoliebe is doing a pincer maneuver, and he's going to disrupt all the food eco that Riot has. He noticed in time, but the Kongs will not be able to defend them, and Broccoliebe will find the enemy TC, who already preemptively grazed on the villagers in. But he's just causing idle TC time. He should at least send the villager to work on wood or something.
Revenge of Broccoli's crossbows here are quite
Yeah.
impressive.
This is when both of the players are dying right now. This is an even game.
Honest. Yeah. And Broccoli's found everything.
Yeah, villager kills is 26 for both players, so they are quite even right now.
But it's the number advantage for army, for Broccoli, that's getting kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is easier to mass archers than it is to mass conquistadors, and also he's always throwing away. Now he built a defensive tower or attacking. I'm not sure if it's defensive tower because it's denying the enemy's gold, but if you have 20 villagers there, then you can just easily send them to rush out. So this is going to delve into a real fight, and now siege units and Riot calls the GG. I think it was early.
Slightly
To be
early,
honest.
but again, there was no army. I think Rail did the correct choice. Didn't expect Broccoli to be able to roll over him like this.
Me neither.
Again, Kronk, this map can never get boring because the generation is slightly different every time. And how your opponent reacts, how the hunt is. There will never be a 100% standard build order for this map.
Yeah, and not to mention all your game plan goes out of the window when you realize that in the next lake there is the enemy's TC. So you know you are close to each other.
Yeah.
If you're on the other side of the map, okay, you can have a build order, you can make it work. But if you are this close, then it's not going to be ideal for any player. I think Riot made the strategic mistake of building the castle safe and not didn't protect any resources other than his wood.
Nerf broccoli to Brussels sprouts. Actually, Brussels sprouts and broccoli is the same thing, only bred very differently. Okay,
Oh,
we are
Saracens
in
versus
Saracens
Armenians.
versus Armenians.
And this looks closer to Mediterranean than I'm used to.
Yeah. If Broccoli loses this, I'm going to shout at him. Not gonna lie.
It depends.
Yes,
I mean,
Emma, everything depends. Look at the map. This is a dream with the Armenian wood bonus and the naval bonuses they get.
yeah.
Yes, you get those
still,
excellent. You get the best galleys with the Saracens, but still.
Yeah, I still think that the best map generation I had is when I played against Kajas when I had the full wood line across one of the sides. But this is not too shabby. I would enjoy this wood line.
Jay, are you and Kevin back to the Civil War or? Wait.
Louis is already pushing in there. While Broccoliebe is playing it more standard.
Just hope he can utilize the full bonus this time. It's actually worth it to be kind of early feudal for the Armenian. Get that double axe.
I think
Double
for
edge.
every single civilization it is worth it because if you're on faster, it means that you can determine if you want to go fire galley or normal galley, and also you can take out the enemy fish.
Yep.
It's really a race up to the next stage in in water map where it is this easy to get water control.
Again, this generation is really good. Lots of food, quite fairly. I would say it's semi-even, maybe slightly better for Reilled here when it comes to the deep sea fish.
Broccoliebe is now making his first dock, or at least attempting to, after the house is done. I don't see any intention from Riot to dock right now. It's unlikely, but maybe he's thinking about neglecting the water and turn to run battle based on current wood income. And oh no, he's placing a dock. I'm surprised where the wood is gone.
I don't get Reilled's aversion to water. Maybe have had bad experiences swimming or something.
Could be, but now he's making a dock.
Yep.
Broccoliebe has already lost a villager to idle TC time, and now he's up for the second villager. Reilled wants to avoid blessing Blessed by Pride, so immediately instead of taking the fish with one villager, he's building a house right next to the dock.
That's good.
And he might have bad TC gather point because he sent a new villager to fish there. I don't think it is worth it or good idea to have two villagers on shorefish because it will expire fast, but I'm not his level. So maybe this is a sick bulldozer.
Maybe it's to catch up on the food count, though.
Could be. And now Broccoliebe has tossed away 3 villager in idle TC time.
What's up with you, man? This is so strange. I'm not used to seeing Broccoli wasting anything.
And he's actually struggling with the deer lore based on the deer carcass on the ground, and also he is. I think he is going to click up later, and if I change the point of view, no, he actually scouted the second board, or maybe it was in the one dark patch that he didn't realize, and now he scouted where it is. But one thing for sure, his eco will be worse than Reilled's.
Chat is saying we are getting the game 3 jitters. Also, Broccoli might be slightly more tired. After all, he has kept this intensively going, winning 2 games in a row. It can be hard to keep it up.
I'm not saying it doesn't have an effective player, and Ronald is going to bless by my pride soon. He might not notice it because he clicked up to dock or feudal age. He doesn't have anything in his queue right now, but he's pop cap right now. Even if he wants to do a fishing ship, it's going to be off, and he's walling already on the top side and trying to go up to feudal age with a single dock. I think it is questionable without scouting how many dogs the enemy has. But he will have the age up advantage. The only reason why Broccoliebe has a 2 villager read right now is because he clicked up later, so Rad was unable to produce villagers. But soon, since he will get housed, I think the villager number will. I'm lacking the word, but they will be even. But luckily, Radna notices that he is housed, so he's rushing down a house with 2 villagers and also a second dock as well. I like it. It won't be up in the fast enough to allow simultaneous queuing of fire ships, I think, but it will not be far behind.
Well, they will have second dock at almost the same time. Unfortunately, he didn't do the galleys before now? Reilled has given away some of his advantage, to be honest.
True, and he is choosing, I think, to go with galleys, so I think his idea will be to not contest water for long just to kill the enemy fish, which is not a bad move if you are not confident in your water micro.
Well, again, Saracens have some advantages when it comes to the faster firing galleys.
And so does Armenians with the extra arrow that they shoot out.
Yeah.
And both of them are going galleys, actually. I did not expect that. I would have expected Broccoliebe to go with fire galleys
because he was bad,
but
Broccoli will lose his fish. No question asked about that.
Yeah,
But-
and to be honest, Broccoliebe has less fishing ship than I would have expected. Like only having 3 is questionable.
I don't get this,
Okay.
but I feel that Broccoli is not using the advantage to the fullest right now. Okay, Broccoli is getting fletching, while Railed have not upgraded to that yet.
And Reilled also not using the market advantage that his civilization would have.
Yep.
But
Keep
so far
forgetting,
he's at least.
both of them are
I
stressed.
I don't think he had the wood for it, to be honest, and he wants to maintain his water dominance. Even though he didn't kill the fishing ship, at least what he was able to do is prevent them from working. So the ideal TC time for Broccoli will be click up if he's unable to find alternative main to find food. Luckily, he is making a meal, but that is 100 food, which means that warship disadvantage is caused by that.
Yeah, none of them are getting to Castle anytime soon, that's for sure. Okay, but Broccoli
Yeah.
seems to be fish sniping as his main right now.
I think they both wanted to fish snipe, and actually Riot has managed because there was no enemy fishing ship.
Yeah, but now
But I think Broccoli will also
Broccoli
lose
is-
fishing ship and also the villager if he's microing it well. And he did. 1 villager down.
Nice. Okay.
Riot is getting fletching as well. And they have the same villager number right now.
The advantage from the Armenians I thought Broccoli would have, he couldn't manage due to just basically losing those villagers to idle time.
True. This will be a gully macro in the
Yep.
water for both of them. No one is thinking about making either fire galleys to ease up the micro or demo ship to weaken the enemy.
Okay, Rail is losing a galley here for absolutely no reason I can see.
True.
Not
And they
running
both
with it
managed.
was strange.
Actually, Riot has managed to stonewall the south, so
Ooh,
the enemy
okay.
is unlikely to get land army through on the sides. I think Ronald is in a better position. He just needs to drop a market.
not getting fish is a real problem for Broccoli right now.
But he has more on food at least. Ronald only has 3 fishing ships working as his only source of food income. Now he's making a meal. And I think this was the problem, that he
Yep.
didn't have the meal, so he couldn't place down the market, which
Yeah,
is a
you don't
prerequisite
get
building.
the market. Yeah, true.
But even if he rushes down the mill and supplements his food income, he is now lacking food or wood. But granted, Saracen's market are also cheaper. With 100 food was 75 wood, and he can place one down.
Both of the players are going full galley. Absolutely nothing else happening. Crazy.
Interesting. Broccoliebe is now getting wheelbarrow to make sure that while his villager number are probably less, as he's estimating, at least they are going to be working more effectively. It's not a bad move if you think that you will have a prolonged feudal age.
I'm a bit scared. I think Broccoli is taking too much damage on his galley fleet right now.
I think he's microing well, and also even if he loses damage, his reinforcement point is closer, and he's queuing up 2 demo rafts. So I think what he wants to do is guide the enemy near his base, and then just have Timu's taking care of the rest.
Yep. Okay.
First demo raft is going to be out.
The advantage for Railed in villagers is not making up for Broccoli having slightly better balance, but now the number of villagers on food for Railed is kind of decent.
Yeah, and he can also just buy his way up due to having better market prices, but he's refusing to do so.
He's kind of forgetting what Civ is playing, but I don't like Broccoli's number of ships right now.
and the demos are far away from the battlefield. He is trying to go around, flank the enemy, but I don't think this can work. If Riot can focus it down, which he was able to, down goes one demo, absolutely zero value, just thrown away. I don't think Broccoliebe is in a good position to
Oh.
hold. If Riot realizes he can just go all in on the galleys, clean it up, and then Broccoliebe will have to get back on the water. Broccoliebe trying to solve this issue by dropping a third dock, but Riot is already on third dock or three dock as well,
Oh no,
and
this is
this
so
is
bad.
over for water control. But Broccoliebe has now clicked up. I
Okay.
guess
Yep.
what he wants to do is just to get tech advantage and get back on the water, and he's trying to save the villager desperately, which he was able to do so.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
stop
Ronald should have
sending
clicked
the
up
ships to
faster.
die at least, Mr. Broccoli.
I don't think he set the gather point right for every single dock. And I think also Riot should deck into a few fire galleys just so he can take down the HP of the docks, and if any demolition ships are ungarrisoned from them, then the fire ship takes it and not the massive galley mass that he has managed to master. One dock will be down soon for Broccoliebe. I starting to like his position less and less, even if he is able to get better tech advantage, and then not to mention Riot has also clicked up without any market abuse, which is both impressive, but both sad knowing what he's playing.
Yep. Well, Reilled had a horrible food problem there for a while, which held him back, but now I feel if he can just keep his production of fishing ships up, but he doesn't really remember to get his eco advantage right now.
True, but also Broccoliebe doesn't know how bad Riot is playing at home, what eco upgrade he's lacking, and how much idle TC time he has. So unless he scouts it, he might think that he's in a waivers position that he is. Now Castle is clicked in, but I fear that by the time Broccoliebe would research anything in the dock will be gone. The war galley technology is in, but the dock is already half of its HP lost, down
And-
to only 500 now. It is not going to be in time. He's ungarrisoning due to the building losing HP.
Yep.
But actually, with this move, he might be able to save the dock and get the technology. But it's going to be dicey.
Ooh,
It's
I
down
think
to
it.
150.
I think it goes.
It will
in.
be.
Yes, it goes in. It's not
Okay,
right.
now you have the dock technology with zero docks.
Yep,
Was that the
still.
better move? So you just now
Um,
wasted resources.
But
Uh,
Reilled is stressed out of his mind right now. Some idles
Yeah.
there for a long time.
And actually, he has enough resources that if he drops down University and Siege Workshop or a Monastery, he can go right up to Imperial Age. Instead, he is investing into his fish economy. I don't hate it, but I think this could have been a fast team right away, and that would seal the game for him. I don't like. I like actually. I don't mind that he's not taking that risk because he doesn't know what Broccoliebe has at home. But I think that would be a game-winning move. And
Getting
he's
back on
also
water is a real possibility here.
he's spreading down the galleys to ensure that there is no on the shoreline there is no dock. He already knows that the enemy cannot have went past through his wall, so he can achieve full vision on the water with less military units.
All is
Broccoli-
lost, according to chat.
Broccoliebe would have to drop down a tower, but more likely a castle and then build docks next to it. But I don't think that's going to happen.
The only nice thing I can say here is that Broccoli has the wood eco to actually keep all these TCs producing. The idle time
It
is
would.
impressively low, especially after losing water.
True. And also, I think Rad will be up. Rad can think about going up to Imperial after dropping down the 3 TC and also queuing up villagers. thanks to the fishing eco. But I don't think that Broccoliebe can justify idling everything or thinking about going after Imperial. But maybe he will manage. I'm not sure. But I know even without water, I would prefer Ryan's position. But I don't think Broccoliebe can get back on water on this game. So he will have to make something do with land acquisition, which
Well, he has enough villagers on stone. He should be able to get the castle out.
Oh,
True.
God.
Welcome.
I Kev.
Emma, I gotta say something really fast. I know you're streaming, Jorgen. I'll be fast. Shopstick actually won 2-1 against Pride.
We
Yeah,
costed
we
it.
saw it.
Nice.
It was
Nice.
impressive.
It sure was. Alright, hold on.
Interesting information in Game 3. Let's move on.
Spoilers. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. And
Again, smart
Ryan, this was-
guy. I don't think there's any people that have been around for round 1, but yes, you are correct. We should not have done that, but we are unprofessional. Get used to it.
Ronald is now making his 5th dock. Broccoliebe is trying to fall down the castle.
This is impossible.
The problem is, even if he places down the castle and the docks forward, ships can just move back and they are going to decimate the dock. If you want to go back on water, you have to drop a castle, but at this point it has to be on the shoreline. But the enemy has so many galleys that you cannot deal with that. You would have to drop a second castle forward of it and then
They're not
the
happening.
docks. Yeah, I think
He
Broccoliebe
lost this
doesn't
on
know what
water,
to do.
actually. Saracen, I'll take everything back. Saracen's bonus is enough to win water.
Well,
Although
I think-
Broccoli was late.
Late, and also if you are late, you never go with galleys because they are slower to produce, and if the enemy has fire galleys, then he already outmassed you. If he has galleys, then he can micro because he has more units. And like I said, Broccoli is just throwing away a dock foundation because he is unable to get back on water. The castle is too far behind. Even with the extra fletching and botkin upgrade, it's not going to range the ships of the enemy. He is now forcing down a fortified church. I guess he wants to tech into monks to convert the enemy ships, which would be one way, and due to a miracle, I'm unable to explain both of them up to Imperial Age. But Riot has a much more healthier eco balance.
Yep.
Because while they have the same villager number, he also has 20 more fishing ships. Which, while are being more and more ineffective due to the long distance fishing, he already researched GuildNet, so it's not that much of a problem. And also he could justify placing down 3 steps along the docks to make it more effective. But at this position, he is not worried to tech into land army, and also he has so many resources. By the time he reaches Imperial Age, he can queue it up. He would be able to queue it up a second time. Same is true for Broccoliebe. I think he's trying to go monks, get as many water control, and then put down docks. It could, but still, you would have a set amount of war galleys, while the enemy has 6 docks. So even if you lose half of your navy, he can easily just pop it up and pop out
Look at
new
the
set of
map
army.
control for Reilled here.
Yeah,
This
he is stacking
over.
into cavalry as well. It's going to be knights, maybe even cavalry. I'm not sure if Saracens have paladin, but he's also getting into siege, so it's going to deny any possibility for Broccoliebe. He identifies, I believe correctly, that the only thing he can do is get enough monks, get all the monk technologies, even block printing for the X range, and just hope that with Redemption he can convert everything that goes along his way with good micro. But I don't think this will be enough. Enemy
We're
is
seeing the
deleting.
deletions here. Okay,
It is a very good move.
To be totally honest with you, Broccoli is getting back on water, and that might actually get him back into the game.
Yeah, but the problem, okay, he gets back on water. Is he ready for the
But
Steve
Reilled
stable?
has the map control now.
Yeah,
No.
and 3 stable knights is coming in, and I'm not sure if he's going to take into trebuchets or mamelukes. And he can also just walk on the other side and drop
That's going
military
to be a
buildings there as
shitload
well.
of free navy, though.
Yeah, and killing monks left and right. Granted, now Broccoliebe has 4 war gullies, but he lost 5 monks, I believe, in the process.
Yeah, but he can afford it.
Yeah, and fire galleys are being researched, so it's not going to survive for long. Broccoliebe is now going 5 docks. I think he will be able to manage to get back. Bartranide already has the answer, which is cannon galleons, and I think he is planning to kill the castle and then nothing, or not even the castle, just the docks, and then Broccoliebe will have no way to
And
defend
Broccoli
himself.
did not get enough of the docks up, unfortunately.
Yeah, trebuchets are already on the way, and light cav. I think maybe the knights have been misclicked in that way because he's not making any upgrades to the knights. I think he just wants to spam light cav in the enemy base, and then
Yep.
that's not something that Broccoli will be able to deal with. Maybe if he turns out the warrior priest production, but I don't think that's on
Yeah, but
his mind.
he's not started
He's making
producing units.
demos.
So.
Yeah, demos
He's
are his only savior.
He's so focused on water. Let's see if Broccoli.
He's trying his best. I think based on the situation he's making the right one is, but the problem is that he's so far behind and he doesn't know what's coming on the side,
No, he
which
can't
will
see
be the
what's
real
coming.
killing blow.
Yep. Again,
I think
rail, but sometimes you actually get stuck with a one-track mind only going water. Not walling, not even
okay,
some of the holy stone walls.
Broccoliebe is realizing that okay, this is standard victory. I can do one thing alone, and that is going to be a wonder victory, and just holding off. But he doesn't know that
He
the
can't
enemy
do
is
that.
already
It's too
there.
late. It's too late. Oh god.
The problem is, even if he does it, if he loses forward, the enemy can just land, drop a castle, drop bombard cannons or any single siege unit and just drop it. Broccoliebe can force it up, but he will not be able to defend it for 200 years. He didn't forward the side. He should notice now that there is a forward castle north of his TC. Light cavs are coming up through tabs as well. Bombard cannons are already hitting the castle.
No.
I think it will be a move where Broccoli finishes the Wonder, deletes all the villager and calls the GG, and that was a sacrifice for the viewers and the casters, but I don't think there is anything else that he is able to do. He's now sending every single villager there, building barracks, so maybe he's actually taking that with pikemen, he can hold it off, but I don't think so. He's stacking into the extra HP, but the castle is already down. He's not going to have the 100 HP champions. Pipeline wouldn't benefit from it either, so this is just what I can get away with mentality, I think. He doesn't even have any working villagers.
Go up at least.
I hope so, I hope so. He has enough extra villagers to body block or...
No, we didn't even get it up.
And Neo is mad about me resigning 3 seconds earlier than the relic victory.
This hurts. Not gonna lie, this kind of...
Great, my headset just died. I had to put it back on charger. My apologies. 2-1. I think that is a good set. This was a good set.
Yeah. And we have the hero in the channel. Welcome, Broccoli. Please feel free to join us in voice if you want to have a small victor's interview. To be honest, game 3, I was so sure you would get a 3-0 since you had the Armenians. But Reilled sure as heck didn't get railed in the last game. That's for sure. Yeah. Slightly better APM for a rail this game, but you are very even. Eco thing here is the problem. There was so much food that he got from that fish. Also the relic gold a win for him. So yeah, Armenians are strong, but reality bites sometimes.